Have you ever wondered who you would be if you joined the amazing digital circus? I definitely did. Would I be a clown like Pomni? A chess figure like King? I don't know. There are just so many options. So I thought, why not turn myself into a digital circus character? But creating only one character would be kinda boring. So I also turned two of my favorite boys into digital circus characters too. And we will all get to meet them in a bit. But first, I need to tell you about my experience with the series. During my 2 weeks of school, there I was, not knowing what to do, what to watch. But then, out of nowhere, there it was, the amazing digital circus. And when I tell you I was hooked. Normally I rarely ever start watching a new show because there is miscommunication everywhere. Oh my god, it's happening everywhere. I hate that so much. But I do love animation, so I thought I would give it a try. And to be honest, I think it's so good. I have so many theories about this show. I love the way you actually can like and dislike parts of characters. Like, they just feel real. They feel like people. And I love how everyone just gets to have their moment, and just the chaoticness of the show is so amazing. I just love randomness, and wow, it just makes me so happy. I first wanted to turn the characters into humans for my next video, and I did that, but they all just turned out looking a little boring, just boring human beings, and that's boring. So I'm now doing it the other way around. I'm turning myself and my OCs into my digital circus characters. Okay, I think I've yapped enough about the show, so let's get into the designs. I will start off with my own character. My theory on how it is chosen who you are in the circus is that you're kind of broken down to your core, and then this core being visualized in different ways. Okay, I don't know if this theory is absolutely crazy, but that is how I kind of made my designs for this video. So if it's crazy, then the designs maybe are not quite correct, but well, we will take it, okay? We will take it. I do think, though, it could make sense, because, like, let me take an example, okay? Regatha, she's some kind of doll, and, you know, dolls are supposed to be perfect, and they are supposed to appeal to everyone, which Regatha always tries to do, and her having, like, one eye missing could, like, show her being flawed too, you know? Which she then tries to desperately not show. So she kind of pushes away those around her. And, you know, that's just all the stuff going on in my head. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just love to hyper analyze stuff. So I think you can tell. Okay. Let's stop that. I think we really need to get into design. So, for my own character, it's kind of based on that principle I just told you. So, I try to do that with myself, but I honestly think it's a little hard to break yourself down into one thing. So, for my own character, I just decided to make it half of how I look like and half based on my character in some way. So I based my whole character on like a piñata, because I just think that's fun. It's a piñata doll thing, because I wanted it to be more human-like, because I feel like I would be like a little bit more human-like in the show. And to make myself seem really piñata-like, I made myself wear like a party hat and also have party hats as legs. Which I think is so smart, because, look, it makes the design more cohesive, and I don't have to draw feet. And I hate drawing feet, so that's just perfect, you know? And my hair is also inspired by those roll-up confettis. I don't know how they are named. It's kind of like Gangle's body, you know, just like as hair. And in my head, my character is just an NPC for a new adventure. Like, maybe they go into a piñata world where there are sleeping piñata people everywhere. Hence my sleeping t-shirt, by the way. And they have to wake them up and find the evil person who put the spell on them. But instead of doing that, Jax just hits them all. And confetti is flying everywhere. I think that would be just such a funny episode. And also Jax would love that adventure. I mean, everyone would hate him for it, which is very valid, but he would be so happy to just mass destruct. I think it would be amazing and would be so chaotic. I would love it. Alright, that is my finished character. And let's move on to my babies. Okay, if you're wondering who my two favorite boys are, well, they're my OCs, Mikey and Theo. I don't know why my most recent and regularly drawn OCs are men. I never draw men. But I guess that's just a personal development for me. Like, you know, you have to someday draw men. You just have to. And I love my babies. I just love them, okay? Mikey is a half zombie, half witch, and Theo may be a channeling. This all sounds very random because you never get to know them, but I promise I will explain, and I promise it will make sense. Okay, let's start with Mikey's design for the circus. Mikey is the main character in the story I'm currently making for him. And like I said, he's a half witch, half zombie. I know it's random, okay? I know that. And zombieism in the world is a genetic mutation which slowly makes you lose your magic and also in the end yourself. And it kind of shows through bones and skin breaking easily and difficulty controlling all your body parts. That's also why Mikey has like these cuts and, you know, things on his arms and overall on his body, and why his skin sometimes is a different color. That's just the zombie showing through. I think you got that, okay? I think you did. And Mikey has this mutation, but he really tries everything to get rid of it. Like, he wants to be a witch. That's a witch. Sorry, not a witch. That's like his greatest wish. He just wants to be a witch. And I really don't know how the story will unfold, how he will be a witch or not be a witch. But I do know that his greatest weakness and his only weakness is his grandma. Because he lives with her and he just would do everything for her, you know? And he also smells like grandma. And his power is moth. Like, his witch power is moth. And I know this seems very random. And it is very random. But I just love it, okay? I just need the randomness, so he's random, okay? I think he's a peak character. Also, fun fact, he's scared of cats. Like, he wants to be a witch and he's scared of cats. Like, especially black cats. That's a crazy principle to him, like, that these things exist. He just hates them. So, I bet you're questioning why, in my character design for him, I made him so evil looking. Like, I mean, he's a cute guy who just loves his grandma. And yeah, that is correct. But he's a still very morally great guy, okay? And I want to be really specific about this because many people are like, oh, he's morally gray, I want to date him. But I don't mean like romance novel morally gray. I mean like, he does not care about you morally gray. Like, he would do everything for what he wants, but he just doesn't care about the people he hurts while doing that, okay? He does not care, just to be clear. So in his circus form, I kind of made him a voodoo doll. being held together by some thread and patches. Because I like this idea of him still having this disability, or kind of showing that he has that. Like, parts of him could move and be controlled by others. You know what I mean? Like, kind of that direction. And before I forget, the accessories he has and all of the stuff he's wearing were picked out by himself. It's just all from him, because he wants to look more tough, okay? Because he's a morally gray character and he does not want to run around having hard patches and pink and all of these colors on his body. Like, he wants to be a tough guy, okay? So that's why he has these clothes on. I know that the characters in my digital circus can wear different clothing, so I thought it would make sense for him to be able to pick out his own clothes too. So he is just the voodoo doll, kind of, with the heart and everything. But the clothes with like the metal on his arm and the thing he's wearing, that's all just picked out by himself. He just needs to look tough, okay? And I also think he could be a friend of Jack's, okay? They would be not good for each other, but I think that would be peak friendship. Mikey would not talk down on other people. That's not Mikey's thing. But both of them would just destroy stuff for fun. That's my headcanon. Mikey and Jax destroying stuff for fun and just being all over the place. I would love to watch that, honestly. Okay, now moving on to Theo. And Theo is kind of the opposite from Mikey. Theo is the oldest child. He's a perfectionist. He's anxious. He's just, in general, the average burnt out gifted kid. And honestly, I really relate to Theo. Like, Theo, you're my bro, you're my brother, you're my, I don't know. Well, I made him, so I'm basically his mother. But we're not talking about relations here, okay? But I love him. And in the story, he will maybe be a channeling, which I don't know if I will put that in the story, so I will not go into detail yet, because it will just confuse you, because it confuses me. That's why you most likely should do the world before you do the characters, and not the other way around, because now I'm confused. You are confused too, probably, so that's a tip. But I made my characters first, so they're a little random, okay? They're a little random. If you're interested, though, in my characters and want more lore about them, please tell me in the comments down below, because I would really love to make a video about them. Because there's also one more character that you have not met yet, and you will meet them only in the next video. Well, not next, but if you want to, next video, you know? Theo's character for the circus is very not human-like. He's like a straight-up robot, a radio robot, kind of. I wanted him to be that way because in his real life, he never is really like himself. He's just like a shell. He just exists and does what he needs to do, just like a robot. He talks when he's told to. He has lots of knowledge which he can share with you if you ask him. But he's just there, and he's not really being himself, you know? He's just a burnout gifted kid, you know? He can do lots of things, but he's just burnt out. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't care. Because of that, I first wanted to make him a computer, but that is a little boring. I think radio is not that creative either, but I think it would be a little bit more interesting, especially because I could like give him the quirk that he tells you the weather report or something when you just hears a specific word, you know? I kind of wanted to show that he's just a shell of what he used to be, so he just talks when he gets like a code word or something, you know? I just wanted to put that in there, and I feel like that would be fun. Especially because Jax would just love to shut him up with that. Mikey would not let him though, okay? Mikey would not let him. He would not think that is funny because that's his boy to tease and they are so gay. Oh my god, that is so gay. But even though they're so gay, Mikey would still sacrifice him, okay? He is not a good guy. He's not a good guy. He's morally gray, guys, okay? He's not like, oh, I would die for you now because I love you. I'm not morally gray anymore because you're so cute and blah, blah, blah. He's not that. He would still sacrifice him. So if there was a cure for zombieism and it would be sacrificing your boyfriend, he would do it. Honestly, guys. I know that's a hard thing to believe, but he would. And for his color palette, I just made him have his normal colors. Just like Mikey got a variation of his general colors too. And I think Theo would definitely be a cute character in the Amazing Digital Circus world. And he would be friends with Gangle and Zubul. I can feel that. I can see that. I think they would hit it off really well. They would be a little bit more taken back from all the chaos. They would just be like, I don't want to. Just let me chill, please, guys, please. And here they are. Here are all the characters I've made. Looking back at all of the characters I made, I do realize that all of them do not fit into the color palette of the Amazing Digital Circus, which may be an issue, but I still really like them. And they're just theoretic, like they're just theories in my head. They're not real. So I think we can look just past that, you know? And in general, this was just a great exercise for me. Like, I really got to know my characters more and kind of could look into their core personality more, you know? So if you ever need an exercise, just make characters of your characters in different universes. That sentence made so much sense, oh my god. I'm sorry if this video was just so much rambling. I just am really into my characters and really into the Amazing Digital Circus, and I would love to talk about all my theories with you, but I think we would need a different video for that, so let's just end it here. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to see me doing anything else, please tell me in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you like, and have a great day. Bye bye.